Welcome to my channel, everyone. Today I'm shooting with Mateo. He's my personal photographer. That's him. I'm so fucking silly.
What is up, everybody? In today's video I'm going to be shooting some natural light portraits with the new Sony rx100 Mark VI. Now, I was a little bit hesitant at first to purchase this camera given the fact that it's a $1,200 pocket camera, especially nowadays when the Sony a6500 now runs for about $1,100. So I could have got a second a6500 body instead of purchasing this pocket camera. One thing that came to my mind was maybe this could be my really go-to portrait camera when I'm just with friends, when I'm just hanging around, I'm at different events, different parties. I don't really feel like bringing my big setup, and I could just have a camera on me at all times. This had me a little bit really excited to start shooting with it, given the fact of its focal length. So you have a 24 to 200 millimeter focal length on this little camera, which is crazy. The big caveat with this model compared to the older models is that it only goes down to f2.8, so you do lose a lot of light, given that you could go down to 1.8 on the older models. However, I do think this is probably the perfect little travel camera right now, especially if you're a portrait photographer and you're always traveling and you want to take portraits of people, and at the moment you don't want to carry a big camera. So in this video I'm shooting some portraits with my friend Reese. She came down last minute from New York City. She called me up, she's like, hey, do you want to shoot some portraits? I'm like, of course. I grabbed our Sony rx100 Mark VI, and all these photos that you're going to be seeing, I did use autofocus and all handheld. So I did test that steady shot that it has built in within the camera. Something that I wasn't expecting with this camera is the fact that you have an electronic viewfinder, so you can literally see what you're shooting when you're taking portraits or travel photos. The amount of detail in some of these portraits is pretty impressive, given the fact that you do have such a small sensor. These photos right here I was shooting against the sun. I really wanted to test out some backlit portraits, and as you can see, I don't have a whitewash photo given the fact that I don't have a lens hood, and you can still see a lot of the details in the shadows and the highlights. It's a really stunning portrait given the fact that, again, you have a small sensor. These photos I did shoot at 200 millimeter. As you can see, I didn't really lose that much detail. There's still a lot of high quality photos that I was able to produce at this focal length. I was pretty stunned and impressed by that. Again, you have a small sensor, but this photo still is worthy enough for me to put on my website. These photos are vibrant, they're crispy. Reese was really happy with what they came out. I had warned her beforehand, like, look, I'm shooting with a small little pocket camera. I don't know how the shoot's gonna be for your blog or for your Instagram, but she was impressed with them as well. So overall, I'm pretty impressed with the Sony rx100 Mark VI. I do think it has a hefty price tag. I don't think this is probably the best vlogging camera, given the fact that you could only go down to 2.8. I do think it's a really great portrait camera or a travel camera for photos. I think this camera is a better photography camera than it is a video camera. It has some great video specs, but again, you can only go down to 2.8, so that is a big deal breaker for a lot of people who are looking for a pocket camera. And again, it is a pocket camera, so this does fit in my pocket. It has electronic viewfinder, steady shot, 20 megapixels up to 200 millimeter focal length, and it does produce some great photos, some great portraits. I'm pretty impressed with them. I won't say that the image quality is like mind-blowing. This is a very small sensor. I'm not saying that this should be your professional camera that you have with you for professional shoots or when you're shooting with clients. I do think this is something that's great for behind the scenes. I think it's something that is great to shoot with friends. Expect a full review very soon, so hit the subscribe button, like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.
I'm so silly. You're gonna find this video of me just talking shit.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Hold
on, I gotta say this on record. Reese saw me taking photos of mountains and goats and horses. She was like, yo, you should take some portraits of me. I was like, yo, I've never taken any portraits before. She's like, yo, I believe in you. I was like, okay, let's do it. And then boom, now I'm taking portraits of people.
Yes! And
So,
now you're over here like...
Now we're shooting with a little baby camera. I feel good. I really like taking photos of people, so, you know, and Reese is the reason for that. I definitely give her her credit.
And you're the reason, like,
famous,
you know how
I'ma
much
use
you
this
did,
video.
how much encouragement you did for my blog. I mean, it's taken forever, but you've been like super helpful.
You gotta
What
take
would
your
I do
time. You
without
gotta
you?
take your time.
Thank you.
No doubt. So yeah, when she's famous, I'm gonna use this video, and I'm gonna ask for like.
When you're famous.
I'm gonna ask for $1 million. You know.
Please save this.
I got you.
We need to see this when we're like